Hello everyone,
Bureau's first time
this
in
is the Lake
Lakehouse.
House expansion for Alan Wake 2. Let's watch and listen.
1978. Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again. After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lakehouse, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lakehouse was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I'd have just kept on driving. This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmons. So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so this is the Lake House expansion DLC for Alan Wake 2. So far, the previous control-related content for Alan Wake 2 has been quite disappointing. Let's hope this second piece of content, which is definitely control-related, is better. It's a much meatier DLC than the other ones, I believe, even though it's three of them. This is just one specific section instead of three little portions. It doesn't star Jesse, but it's definitely Control. See, FBC, Federal Bureau of Control. Anyway, hope you'll enjoy this. If you do, be sure to like and subscribe. Now let's delve further into the Control universe via Alan Wake 2.
Agent Kieran Estevez requesting entry. I don't have time for this.
Anyone else see the teaser for Control 2?
Okay? You see anything? Radio me.
Roger that.
I think it was implying that the oldest house expands into a whole city. Sounds cool. Looks cool. Hope it's cool.
The Lakehouse was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment. Hello? Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department. No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility? No?
Hello, and welcome welcome to another exciting day here at the Lakehouse. As I'm sure you know, I am Dr. Jules Marmont, and this is my wife.
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together we are the heads of research at this facility. We want to thank you all for helping us break new ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting
It's locked.
Night shift here at the Lakehouse. So, always remember the three...
Dr. Marmont's not here. Nobody is? I'll have to check downstairs.
joke, Jules. We'll see you down there.
Honestly, I don't find all these little videos that Remedy likes to do very amusing.
Seems healthy. They must all be working on the lower levels. I'll need to head down. An experiment? That bodes well. This should come in handy. That's handy. As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estivesta team, something's going on in the Lakehouse. I want all nearby agents to... Oh, shit!
Level 1.
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected on sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the Lakehouse. All agents converge on the facility now. Belay that order. Shit. Where's the fucking elevator? Okay. Priority 1, get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake, they're not smart. What the fuck was that? Okay, he doesn't do a damn thing without power. Dr. Darling? Okay. A power core receiver. Plugging a core in should get the lights on.
Wait, I think there was a painter in Alan Wake. Wasn't there? The original, I think there was something about a painting, about a painter. I wonder if this is related.
Need a higher clearance keycard. That is not a regulation FBC weapon. Jules' keycard could be useful. I wish they'd make these things lighter. The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear. At least the elevator's back. Can't open it from the side. If you can understand me, I am an agent of the federal... Fucking work. What the fuck were those things? Okay, deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look, you never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths, then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Mirror, please hold. Please hold.
Now where am I?
Hold.
What is that? If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned. So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
1,000 paintings used corrode.
What does that mean?
Paint no brush, a self-portrait.
Okay, hey, calm down!
Fire in his eyes and hands and bones.
You need to cease all hostility right now. Bad news. That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Okay, baby steps. Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the Lakehouse, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Sublevel 3.
This isn't the floor I wanted. Fucking elevator.
stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau
Creepy music.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here, but art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house.
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is.
As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away? 100% bad news. This keycard won't get me in. Shit. I can never say no to extra firepower.
Back where I started. Spatial recurrence. Usually observes the law of three.
On itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting.
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's cloudy wake. I keep coming back to this page.
What is that? Controllable shifting phenomena. Alan Wake's writing is being studied here. Do you know anything about him?
Names don't matter. 1,000 more to come.
They say clear communication is the key to any relationship. You and I have some work to do there. What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Marmots clogging his head.
You said marmots before. Do they do this? Where are they now?
Misery, hate.
Tell me where they are.
A man in a white coat.
Christ. It's fixated on the marmots. What did they do? A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
No shit.
Sublevel 2.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm. Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Won't open while the floor's on lockdown. Glass is thick.
wonder what happened here.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it, saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him...
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty.
Rudolph, no. You love to paint. And you are such a talent. This is just the classic artist slump.
No. No, I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave.
Ah, Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that.
No. No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint.
Ah, this is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
How many paintings did they have this guy make?
lockdown lifted. You are now safe to resume working.
Estevez, come in. Facility. Sub-level 1. You copy?
No, turn back. Area is extremely hostile.
A higher access card.
I need this.
I'll need help.
Now, as you can see, this expansion has the shitty light shining system where shining the light is never pointed where your aimer is. And of course, that was just a bad situation right there, blocked in the corner. So yeah, this automatically makes this DLC just okay. Because it's interesting, but I'm pointing it right at them, and the light doesn't work. Meanwhile, you go look at my video with Jesse there. I mean, it was perfect. So I don't know what's wrong with these developers, man.
innocent people into tools using the FBC's authority. They thought they were untouchable out here, hidden away in the woods. No. Actions have consequences. And I'm the consequences.
Sublevel 1.
Ah, you fucking bastard! Jules Marmont killed my team. He was taken by the Shadow. I'm sorry. I should get that gun while I'm up here.
Name is not very... I mean, I came up with that. Shadow. There was a crack in the Lakehouse. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped.
Okay, this should get me down to sublevel 5. And this should get me past any other problems. Finally! Something works on these bastards! The Shadow had changed Jules Marmont into a hostile, paranatural entity. That made everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Mirror, please hold.
This isn't the
Please
floor.
hold. Please hold.
Elevator.
Please hold.
The Marmonts were holding a painter here. Rudolph Lane. Does that ring a bell?
The shape of a man.
I think you are, or were, Rudolph Lane.
Himself! A self-portrait! Make them see!
Look, I might be able to help you. But I need information, cooperation.
No brush! Just himself!
Rudolph Lane was dying. Both murderer and victim. Red hues ran down his hands. Was it scarlet? Or cadmium? Too vivid to be maroon. Names don't matter, he decided. Color was pure. Inspiring.
Sublevel 4.
Wish the elevator would stop moving. Ooh, nice office. Come on.
Diana sat in her office.
Heh.
Okay, black rock powder. Need to keep an eye out for more of these.
I have no idea what just happened there. I thought I was in an execution state or something.
September 13th, 2023. Notes regarding the concept of the tortured artist. A romanticized image of the sensitive artistic temperament, yes. But there may be truth in the cliche. It's no secret Rudolph Lane has been unhappy here for years. But, the aggregate data shows his art's viability score trending upward over time. If Jules hadn't neglected to hold regular psychological exams, then we could have quantified the subject's emotional state, creating a sort of distress rating to compare against the art's score. I'll make this a sub-goal of my study of Edward Booker. Once we set the variables and establish a control reading of his art and mental state, then we can begin inducing negative emotion. Limited food and water, perhaps. An increasingly tight living space.
That can't be good.
This is how Jules lost his subject, though. We need to be careful not to leave any sharp objects in Booker's cell.
The Lakehouse was underwater. The Marmont's ambitions had finally been realized. Jules had dangled the painting like a lure and hooked an ocean. Their machines couldn't hold it. A fault in the system. The water rushed in, filled it until it was ready to burst. All their successes and failures had led them here. The work.
Gotta find that elevator.
He booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them.
Style.
All those years, he steals credit from my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I...
Oh, Jesus. 1, 2, 3,
Sublevel 5.
5, 6. Oh, no. The Marmonts had opened the door into Cauldron Lake's threshold. It was forced, it was unstable. Shutting the experiment down was the only option. Typical fucking Marmonts.
Such bullshit in this game's fighting system.
you go. Like I needed more problems. Why did you idiots think this was a good idea? I know what the Marmonts did to you, to Rudolph Lane. I will do whatever I can to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen again.
The putrid weight he could never wash away!
I don't have time for this. I need to shut down this threshold before it fractures.
Sorry, dude. I need to get this game back.
Agent Estevez stood in the forest just outside of Bright Falls. She watched her team detain Alan Wake and Ilmo Koska, stuffing them into black SUVs. She realized this was the moment Wake had been writing in the vision she had seen. The story was coming true. She pushed the thought out of her head. It had been a good tip, a way to find Wake. Nothing more.
Alan Wake! After the threshold event collapsed, I was back at Cauldron Lake. But for a moment, I was somewhere else. I saw Alan Wake there. He was writing about me finding him in Bright Falls, in the woods. It was a good tip. I called the surviving members of my team, and I told them to meet me there. You know, these cases, they never get less ambiguous or easier. This one, this was tough. Because protocol says entities like the Taken are monsters, threats. But the Marmonts were monsters way before the Shadow got to them. So at the end of the day, what's the difference?
That all? That everything?
Deep breath, deep breath. Clock stopped, and another shoe was dropped. What a mess, what a mess. Deep breath.
I guess that's it.
6 deep breaths, forget all the rest.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so that was the Lakehouse expansion. Disappointing, I'm sorry to say. Although I should be clear here. It was much cooler than Alan Wake, mainly because of the whole control influences. This game was definitely trying to be, or the expansion was trying to be more like control and feel and tone, or general tone, and it succeeded at that. I think it was cool that way, but unfortunately, it retained the clunky, clumsy, awkward combat mechanisms and designs of the main campaign, and that immediately just made it feel like a chore to play through. Now, granted, it didn't have the dumb mind palace stuff in it. If you discovered a new point of interest or where to go, you didn't suddenly have to go to your mind palace and then move pictures around and crap just to figure out what to do next. No, the game just told you what to do next. So that was better. So that immediately makes it better than the main campaign. A point up from there, but it still had the clumsy combat, which is such a shame because they fixed the problem in the Night Springs expansion. Like I said, last video played Jessie in her little funny little coffee campaign there, and it played much better, much clearer. The flashlight shone exactly I wanted to shine, and there wasn't a million ways to be knocked out or a million ways to be knocked around or interrupted from doing any actions or anything. It just seemed like she was quick and easy to aim and easy to whatever. Anyway, so cool story, lore expansion. A nice way to bring you back to that feel of control, but unfortunately, the core combat systems are clumsy and awkward. Anyway, it was a disappointment to me. I did not enjoy the whole thing. Oh, and I should add, this is the physical disc that I downloaded, the deluxe edition physical disc. That's supposed to include the DLC, but it only includes Night Springs on the disc. You have to download the Lakehouse. So even this physical edition's status as the deluxe edition includes the DLC. It doesn't actually include the DLC on the disc, which unfortunately is becoming increasingly important, especially with the recent PSN outage, where some people were reporting they couldn't play their games even if they were offline. So their digital games offline. So it's becoming increasingly important that you want your games, you want everything on the disc, including any DLC or extra stuff. You want it all on the disc. So in this case, everything's not on the disc. Most of it, but the Lakehouse is, well, I think it's cooler than the Night Spring stuff. The Night Spring stuffs were silly, but they actually played better. So I'd say they're equivalent in value. But I think the Lakehouse is the one people really wanted on the disc more than the Night Springs is totally throwaway. As fun as it was, it's complete throwaway content. But the Lakehouse is actually somewhat interesting especially for fans of Control. But anyway, with that in mind, I gotta say, totally overrated. Wildly, vastly overrated Alan Wake 2. It's not that great. The core gameplay, the shooting gameplay, and a lot of the mechanics surrounding the Mind Palace and all that stuff just feel clumsy and awkward. Which is too bad because yes, the graphics are great, and yes, it looks great. The tone is great. The horror, the stronger shift towards horror from the previous games is nice because I always thought of these games as horror games, even though they weren't really quite horror games. But so they're good that way. But play wise, let's just say I'm not surprised. The game only just recently, like just today, they announced that they finally broke even. I'm not surprised it took this long at all. The game's it's not that good. But anyway, maybe you disagree. If you do, let me know. And if you want to yell at me, or if you enjoy yelling at me, be sure to like and subscribe, or whatever, or Tell me what you think. If you disagree, if you don't, either way, I'm looking forward to Control 2 because that was my favorite of all these games, which I hope will be coming out soon. Hope you'll join me when I do play Control 2 whenever it comes out. I don't think it's that soon. It sounded like it's going to be more like next year, but whatever. I'll be there when it comes out. Anyway, I'll see you then, and I'll see you next time. Oh, I should probably say what my next project is. After playing all these games, Silent Hill, this back to back, I'm getting a real hankering for all my little shooting horror games. I'm really thinking about doing Dead Space remake. I don't know if I'll broadcast it. Maybe the first couple chapters of the game, because I mean the remake is very close to the original, so there's really not much to new there. But it also wasn't a very well played game, so maybe a lot of people want to see it. So let me know if you want to see it. Me play through the whole game, because I'll definitely want to play it after this. So, oh, and I also just got, what's it called? Unicorn Overlord. Is that a game you guys want to see me play? Well, let me know. I'm not quite sure what it is yet. I know it's a strategy RPG, but it's like a vanillaware, I think. I think it was vanillaware. But they make great games, so and it was cheap. It was on sale, so I had to grab it. Anyway, so yeah, more of that. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see me play. Let me know if you disagree. You know the drill. Have a good night, guys. I got to get this game back. I only got till Friday, and tomorrow was lost to a big snowstorm, so now I got to do it Friday. Ooh, got to get him back. All right, good night, guys.